Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 3, where it still appears to be raining. Back again to look at a route that we haven't done before, the Cajon Pass. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Where we're going to do the introduction to the route, do the training on the train, and then do what hopefully will be a 4-line run, if we don't get too wet. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, then welcome indeed. This going out on a Saturday, where Train Sim World 3 content will continue to go out for the foreseeable future. On a Monday, a game that I don't really play that much, or don't put that much content out on, that's going out on a Monday. On a Wednesday, some Train Sim Classic. And on a Friday, one of the Twitch streams that we do from the previous week, we put out on a Friday. Well, one of the ones that can be put out on YouTube, because some of them aren't really adult friendly.
Many moth age. Oh, and hello.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Crispy. 28 of the months Crispy is on. That's a lot of the months. What was I saying? I don't know. I've lost track now. On a Friday, a Twitch stream goes out. And on a Sunday, when I got something new to look at, that goes out on random Sunday. So, yes, good morning to Atlas, Shorty, Crispy and his many moths. AB and, oh, God, Aston's here. Your plan worked. Yeah, I realised if I turn that all the way up when someone does that, I can actually hear what the automated musical, the voice thing says. So yeah, we're doing the Cajon Pass in this one. I will give the winner, by the way. I've had a competition running for those watching live. This is for those watching on YouTube. It's about 3 weeks ago. For those watching live, I will announce the winner of the competition that's been running in the Discord. Where you had to take a screenshot of a train from a game at sunrise or sunset. 2 keys for Train Sim World 3 to give away. I'll announce those 2 winners on the stream after we've done the training before we do a 4-line run. I'll then also announce the details of the next competition, which will start today and end on Wednesday during the Train Sim Classic stream. So there we go. Right, so let's go to the training centre and do the training on the train, which I still, after last time, it's slightly broken. I've had to look at what train comes with the line so I can now do the training on it, because you can't do it from within the line, which it's this one. No, it's not. The ES44C4. It's not that one. It's not that one indeed. That's useful. So the train that I don't know, it's down here. Phew, that was close. So the training module, long train and brakes introduction, and a hill start and dynamic brake introduction. What? What? That seems complicated. We'll do the training module anyway first and see what happens with that. That's going to go well, isn't it? Me and American Freight. There'll be links, by the way, in the doobly-doo for those watching on YouTube to where you can get the game, where you can watch live on Twitch, and where you can join the Discord server.
In this training module, you'll be learning how to drive this ES44C4 locomotive in BNSF railway livery. The ES44C4 is the 4th generation of the GE Evolution series. It started production in 2009 and continued to be built until 2015. Rated at 4,400 horsepower, these beasts are primarily used for heavy freight and intermodal traffic. When you're ready to begin, climb aboard.
Okay, I'm loving this guy. This guy, he's my new hero. His voice is awesome. I can just listen to him read out like a recipe book. Right, anyway, let's jump inside. Obviously, not as good as my voice, you know, and all that. Right, let's climb aboard. Up the stairs thing. The stairs. Climb upstairs.
Sit in the engineer's seat.
I haven't got in the train yet. Give me where am I going now? Okay, I'm just going to close this door. That seems slightly dangerous to be there. Did I know Primark is called pennies in Ireland? I know these streams are quite random, but that was definitely quite random. Okay, let's sit down.
Now you'll go through the steps needed to take over this locomotive. Firstly, you will need to set the generator field switch. This needs to be enabled for the throttle to control the power of the train.
Now, I like that. It actually explained what the switch does. Yep, liking that. Definitely liking that. We'll turn it on.
This locomotive requires the reverser handle to be inserted before operation. The reverser determines the direction of travel.
Okay, this guy's awesome.
Switch the front headlights on. Regardless of the time of day or weather, all locomotives must have their headlights on.
Okay, where's the down there? Right.
When getting moving, it's worth remembering the following sequence. Independent on, auto off, throttle on, independent off.
I'm not going to remember that.
Let's go through that slowly and understand why.
Good.
First, fully apply the independent brake. Now, this will ensure that regardless of anything else, your train won't move.
I'd do anything this guy tells me to do. So, fully apply it.
Next, fully release the automatic brake. This will release the brakes on the rest of the train, but you won't go anywhere because those independent brakes are holding you.
Okay, so release this one.
Now, apply a small amount of throttle and verify that power is generated. Finally, release the independent brake and you'll start moving.
Will I?
This is a great practice to get used to because it'll help you with two key areas. The first is that you verify that the train will take power before you release the brakes. You don't want to find yourself without power and having to hurriedly put the brakes back on. The second is that having power applied as you release the independent brakes ensures that you won't roll backwards. On steeper hill starts, you may even need to start with more power. And this is something you can practice and get used to as you find yourself out on the railroad. If you have any locomotives on the rear of the train behind freight cars, you can press the banking comms button to enable radio communications with those remote units. This will ensure that they operate their throttle and brakes in unison with your own locomotive, giving you much needed extra control on your journey. Press it now, just to get practice, even though there aren't any connected.
Okay.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements. Come to a stop in the indicated position using the independent brake. Independent brakes apply only to the locomotives in the formation and are much faster to apply and release than the automatic brake, which operates on the entire train.
Okay, this guy is epic. Why? Okay, Dovetail, they're not going to watch this because, you know, it's Dovetail. Why can't they get this guy just to do all of the introductions to all of the trains and in this style? That is exactly what you need when it comes to being an introduction to a train. Not only is he telling you what to do, he's telling you why you are doing it. That's brilliant. Why haven't they done that before? That is awesome. That is truly. I wasn't looking forward to this, being it's American freight. I'm not a fan of it, but that's just. This game has impressed me more and more over the last few weeks that I've been playing it. That has just impressed me, severely impressed me. Anyway. Oh god, we got the bell scenario going on. Hang on. Can I turn the bell off? Yeah, good. They could have wrote that. Could have wrote that. The other voicey people. It's not just him speak. Well, it is him speaking. He's got a good voice, but it's also the script, because he's explaining what you're doing. I really hope they go back and redo some of the training for some of the other trains, because that's brilliant. Yeah, good morning to Artful and QWERTY, by the way. It is morning, so I've got to come down here and stop down here. We are going slowly because American freight. He's finished the bales that we're going to start again tomorrow. Yeah, for those watching live, I will give details of the new competition that'll be running in the Discord soon. Previous competition that we started last week has ended. I'll give details of the next competition. I've got 2 more keys to give away for Train Sim World 3 on Steam. I'll provide details for those once we've done this training, and I'll show you the 2 winners of the last competition. For those watching on YouTube, that competition ended weeks ago. Yes, I will be getting Construction Sim 22. That's already confirmed. This looks damn fine, doesn't it? That's got to be a thing. Right, let's take a slow trundle down here and stop. I know I could go fast. Actually, we'll go a bit faster. I'm guessing I got to back up to a row of these wagons. I'm thinking the ones to my right. Can we open a window? There we go. So yeah, stream's coming up later today, back at 6:30 with some more Wreckfest. Tomorrow, double Farm Sim. Farm Sim at lunchtime. And then back with more Farm Sim in the evening. We've got a big project we're doing on our farm. So 2 streams tomorrow. Potentially something on Monday. And then normal madness resumes next week. I stopped short, didn't I? I did stop short. That was my fault entirely. I over-braked, under-braked, wobbling free. Right, now we'll do the braking. Okay.
Change direction with a reverser. Then change the junction indicated, either by walking over to it or using the map.
I love this, guys. Monday the 19th will be a bank holiday. Oh, is that the day of the funeral then? Okay. That's the day I'm due back to work. Okay, when we're going back that day then. I can't seem to get down. There we go. Right, we'll walk and reset points. So we'll change these. There we go.
Before proceeding, check the 2 couplers are in the right position to allow for automatic coupling. Look at the rear coupler on your train and ensure it's open. Operate the cut bar if it is closed to release it.
Okay, so ensure my grippy thing is open. Is that open or is that closed? Release the cut bar. Okay.
Next, walk over to the freight cars you're going to couple to and check their coupler knuckle is open too. Operate the cut bar here to open the knuckle.
Okay, I'll do that as well then. Okay, Artful, thanks. Well, in that case, we'll do some extra streams next Sunday as well then, it would seem. As Monday is a bank holiday. Well, providing where I work is shut. I'll have to find that out next week. Right. So that's looks like a closed type thing to me. Can we operate the thing? Can we operate the thing? Can we operate the thing?
Before coupling cars, always check the knuckles are open, or you'll just bounce right off.
Oh, this guy's amazing. This guy, true. It's not. It's the script as well, isn't it? That's fantastic. I need to get hold of Discord. I need to get hold of Dovetail, and just praise where praise is due to this guy. They need to just hire him to do all the training. Right, let's get back in our train. I'd quite happily just do this training again, just to go through it. Let's go up here. I overland. Right, let's go and sit back in the engineer's seat.
Okay. The junction is correctly aligned and the cars are ready to couple. Couple up to the cars by gently driving into them at a slow speed. And most freight uses automatic knuckle couplers, so they will automatically couple once they connect.
You reckon? Okay, gently. That's the key word, yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine.
If your speed is too high, you risk derailing when coupling. Apply some brakes to slow your approach.
Okay, I might have overbraked there. Gently. I'm not a train geek, but as a sim, this has just been, they've just knocked it out of the park completely. You know, just the way it looks, you can't deny it. It's just, it really is good. You know, I've always been a fan of Train Sim Classic, but every time I fire this up, I'm just loving it more and more and more. I just wish we had longer routes. I you know, imagine doing a really long route in this. I think there'll be things that they'll add in. Right, we are going back really slowly. Incredibly slowly, in fact. It feels too slow, but it's probably not too slow. Sunrise and sunset in a lot of games can look good. The rain has impressed me in this. There we go. Oh, it wants me to apply the independent brake. Hang on.
Hey, nice work. Change direction with the reverser and move the train forward into the indicated siding. Remember to apply a little power before releasing brakes. While it's not strictly necessary in the training center, this is the time to start forming great habits.
Okay, so apply a bit of power. Hang on. Put it into forward first. Apply a bit of power. And then release the brake.
Since you have freight cars coupled, you should slow down using the automatic brake and get the extra braking effort from those freight cars. The automatic brake applies brakes throughout the entire train.
Right, so stop down there. You just can't get... It's just... You can't not be impressed by the audio and the visual in this. Say, I'm not a fan of American freight. I've always admitted that. But this is kind of cool. You've got to remember to turn the bell off in these though, otherwise your bell will continue to ring. Yeah, if you're new to the streams and you've got Train Sim World 3 maybe, or you're considering getting it, I'd love to see some screenshots. Any awesome sunrise, sunset screenshots, which you're about to see a couple of them, not necessarily from Train Sim World 3, from that competition. But yeah, share some in the Discord. It's awesome when people can get really arty, and the way that this looks, sometimes you have to look at it and think twice about, is that a real picture or is that actually from the sim? For whom does the bell toll? The bell tolls for thee. We remember Bellgate a few weeks back. We do remember Bellgate. So use this train on Horseshoe Curve? I should imagine so. It'll be something very similar to this anyway.
Uncouple the cars either by using the external camera or by walking to the cars on foot.
I'll walk to the cars on foot. Okay.
That's it for this training module.
That was awesome. The guy is just, he's my new hero. Right, now we know how to drive it. I'm guessing we should, I always want to do the next training module, you know, just to see if it's him again. Because he's just so cool. Right. As music comes in then. Okay, so for the last X number of days, 4 or 5 days, I've been running a competition in the Discord server to give away a couple of keys for Train Sim World 3. The details of the competition were to post a screenshot that you've taken of a train in a game at either sunrise or sunset. That was it. The best 2 pictures, as deemed by me, will be the winners. I will show you those pictures in a second. The runner-ups pictures will remain in the competition section of the Discord server, so you can see the other entries. I'll show you the winners, and then I will give details of the competition that will start from now, and will then end on Wednesday. I'm going to switch it around next week. I'm not going to do Train Sim Classic on Wednesday. I'm going to do Train Sim World 3 on Wednesday. I'll do Train Sim Classic on one of the afternoons next week. Yeah, during the Train Sim World 3 stream next Wednesday, I will finish the next competition. So, a few good entries. Thanks everyone for entering. Runner-up. They're both winners really, but I will say runner-up. Runner-up for me, if I can drag it, thank you very much. It's, oh, great game. If it will now let me drag the picture over my screen, which it won't. Thank you, game. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right, okay. Runner-up then is that by Liam. I really love the fact that you can just look at it and tell what time of day it is. It actually looks like it's the first journey of the day. It's the first train coming out. The sun's just risen. It's a lovely summer's day, and trains are getting ready for business. Really like that. As soon as I saw it, Really, really does look good. The winner, though, and as soon as I saw it, it had to be, really, has got to be this one. The fact that you got the trains in world compatible thing in there, that the light reflecting off the rails, and the fact that the train's just coming into shot, I think that's fantastic. I showed that picture to someone at work without this on, and they thought it was a real photo. That's just so good. That is so good. So those are the two winners. So Liam and Crispy, well done indeed. Rest of the entries, thank you very much for entering. Starting now then, competition again running, similar format, same thing. So post a screenshot of a train in a game that you've taken, this time in snow. Snow looks so good in Train Sim World 3, but same thing. You've got till Wednesday at 6 p.m. To come up with a screenshot. Same idea. It can be snow any time of the day you like, but a picture of a train in a game in snow, and you can be up for winning a copy of Train Sim World 3 on Steam. Obviously, for those watching on YouTube, the competition ended a while ago. So yes, so well done to Liam and Crispy. I'll post their details. And actually, Crispy, I'll speak to you because with your permission, I'd like to send that to Dovetail and show them the two winning pictures as well. But yeah, right, okay. I will crack on now. So we will go to the route. We will go to the Cajon Pass. We'll do the timetable. Actually, what scenarios have we got? Send a shift. That's moving around cars. You don't want to do that. Let's have a look at the timetable. Oh yeah, Crispy's image is definitely worthy of being a loading screen. Say, it's not over yet. Another competition to go. So, let's jump into a timetable. We'll take the train we've just learned how to drive because we learned how to drive it. Okay, so we could take the oil train from Los Angeles to Houston, which I know we're not going to go all of it, but San Bernardino to Victorville. That's an hour and 50 minutes. That's quite a trek, isn't it? Should we do that? Let's do that. So, weather I'm going to set as the date that it actually is currently, which is the 10th of September. So the dynamic weather is on, an hour and 49 minutes with an oil train. Let's get going. Let's give this thing a real test then. It's probably going to be the longest scenario I've ever done in this. I know it's going to be slow because it's American freight, but time-wise, nearly 2 hours. That's not bad. Okay, are we ready to go? No, we're not. Okay, reverser out, into forward. How are we? That's oh, it doesn't like loading the back of the train. Okay, I can't load the back of the train. It's too far away. Okay, so automatic brakes on, independent brakes on. Okay, let's give it some throttle. Hang on, have we got generator field was off. The banking thing, you reckon that needs to be on? Lights, headlights are on dim at the moment. Right, let's bring the brake off. Okay. Throttle, reverser, dynamic brakes off, automatic brakes. Oh yeah, it's on minimum. Donut. Oh, he's holding it. There we go. Wow. Okay, this thing's going to be heavy then, isn't it? Yeah, it can't load the back of the train. Oh, hello. Yeah, you can see why it's got 4 locos. Hello, you're right. Right, 32 miles, we've got to stop. That could be interesting. And each loco's got 4,400 horsepower, indeed. Oh, blimey. Price is expensive. Not for what you get from it. Right, 10 miles an hour. Actually, that's probably a way cooler shot for the thumbnail, isn't it? There we go. £45. It's not that much, it was 40. It's worth every single penny of that. Okay, speeding. Hang on, so we've got to wait for the whole train to go through the speed limit change before the speed limit's going to increase. Yeah, Wednesday, so I'm going to be doing Train Sim World 3 again instead of Train Sim Classic. I'll do some Train Sim Classic, maybe even Wednesday afternoon. So I might have double trains, railway Wednesday. I've been told, on great authority, to do the Victoria to Reigate in Train Sim World 3 because it is a very good route that I haven't done yet. So that's what I'm doing on Wednesday, and I'll announce the winner of this competition then. If you just joined, got a competition just started in the Discord server where you can win one of 2 copies of Train Sim World 3 on Steam. It's all you've got to do is post a screenshot of a train from a game that you have taken in snow. Post that in the competition section of the Discord server. Competition closes at 6 PM on Wednesday. I'll announce the winner or winners on Wednesday's stream. Well, in that case, Immortal, you're gonna have to save some money, aren't you? £18 for the standard version is an absolute bargain. Definitely the slow haul out of here. That's a long train. Can I see the back yet? No. Oh, yes I can. There we go. There's the back. So we got three locos pushing as well. So we got 7 engines in this thing. That's a lot of engines. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, imagine that, just pulling up at the level crossing just as this thing approaches, and you think, oh, a train's coming. And then you just see it slow. To be honest, I would love to sit at level crossing and watch something like this go by, just for the awesomeness of it. But I think if you're a regular that travels across a level crossing, you get quite bored of it. I worked in Gloucester many years ago, and you come out of Barton Street in Gloucester, heading back towards the M5 way, and there's a level crossing. And I finished work at 6. If we didn't get out of the building by like 2 minutes past 6, we got caught at the level crossing every single day. And it was like several trains, so it was a race to officially shut the shop at 6 o'clock and be in the car in like a minute. Otherwise you got stuck at level crossing. So level crossings can be cool, but it can also be a pain. That probably is why so many people run the crossings in the US. We're slightly speeding as well. We're going downhill. I'm not going to risk brakes, but I could risk brakes. Actually, I will do some of the braking thing. Yeah, that's what you said, because there'll be too much pressure. Oh yeah, as soon as I brake, it'll be an uphill section. Alright, get back below. There we go. I actually felt the snap then. And you got that delay in reapplying the throttle. It's quite laggy. Right, so we're still waiting for that speed limit to increase. We passed, well, just as we're coming out from where we pulled off from, the speed limit went up to 30. But the back of the train hasn't got there yet, so we've got to wait for the back of the train to hit that point before you can accelerate. And there we go. Right, now we can accelerate. Yeah, things like that are for. We've been saying this for years, that to have a sim like that, you almost want like a multi-transportation sim. So that you could, you know, drive a truck with a container on the back to a place like this, and then load it on a train and drive that train to, you know, a port, unload it, put it on a ship, and then drive that ship. It's almost a shame that one big company doesn't do multiple transportation games well. You know, if Microsoft ever did Train Sim, well, exactly, okay, okay. I know you don't drive ships. If Microsoft ever did their train sim again, imagine having that link between train sim and flight. Or, you know, imagine if Microsoft went, this whole trucking malarkey, that's quite big business. What if we just did a truck sim? Because Microsoft would just buy a license, wouldn't they, to any manufacturer out there. Imagine if they did that. Microsoft Truck Simulator. How awesome would that be? Right, 24 miles an hour. Slowly picking up speed. There would be carnage. There would definitely be carnage. We're going to be doing some more flight again. We got a couple of more mugs. I mean, lovely people. They're interested in joining us for flight. So we will be doing more flights. We'll continue our flight across the USA. Oh, imagine even 1 to 2 scale. Actually, can you imagine 1 to 1 scale trucking? Wow. You tried the beta for X-Plane 12. Oh, it's definitely too little, too late. Right, we're on the move slowly. You could do a delivery to a shop round the corner, indeed. Yeah, I think there is a place for both. I think people like X-Plane because of the flight dynamics. You know, there's a lot of effort gone into how one thing interacts with another thing, So a slight tweak will make a difference to the way the aircraft changes. Whereas Microsoft haven't gone for that because obviously console is part of their market. But I think it's two different sorts of gamers, or simmers, should I say. You know, the ardent, proper realism fan will want X-Plane, and someone that's just in it to enjoy the experience of the flight will go with MSFS. I've spent, I think it was over £2,000 on content for X-Plane in planes and airports and scenery and everything else, and I stopped playing X-Plane. Right, we're uphill now. Give it some beans. All of the beans. Yeah, I'm not a fan of military stuff. I like commercial stuff. Wow, yeah, 17 miles an hour. We're doing well. Yeah, I don't think we'll be reaching that 55 mile an hour limit anytime soon. Is this the only stop we're doing? Yeah. So it's going to take us an hour and 50 minutes to cover 30 miles. Wow. okay. It's not really going to be high speed, is it? In fact, we're going along by the side of a highway as well. Cajon. Well, someone said it's Cajon. I got told off the other day for pronouncing it Cajon. That's definitely a long old train. So yeah, tonight back with Wreckfest. Although we did it last week, doing it again this week because next week trucking in a very underpowered truck back in the quarry. That can only end well. Tomorrow double farming, farming at lunchtime and farming back tomorrow evening, and then possibly something on Monday, but yeah, then back on Tuesday night. Don't know what to do Tuesday night yet. I might just do a random game stream. We'll see. Wednesday is going to be Train Sim World 3 and Train Sim Classic. I'll do 2 streams Wednesday. Thursday then we'll do something. Friday night is going to be something multiplayer, something I haven't done for a while. Garden Simulator. Garden Simulator? Really? They're really clutching at straws, aren't they? What was the one I tried to record a video this morning in trail something or other, a racing game. I lasted 3 minutes and then uninstalled it. It started with an intro, which isn't really convenient for me recording it because it leapt straight into it. I couldn't get back to the menu. It wouldn't let you configure a controller before you started it, so you had to use WAS and D keys, and I couldn't configure the wheel. I plugged the controller in, that didn't work, and then I couldn't get back to the main menu. There was no way of getting back to the main menu, so I had to force close it and then uninstalled it. So that's definitely a no from me. And then ended up recording a game which is going out on YouTube tomorrow morning, which is weird, but you'll see that tomorrow morning. Yeah, I am looking forward to Construction Sim. I will be doing that. Well, 16 miles an hour uphill. We're definitely a heavy beast. 1.9 gradient. And we are flat out. 15 miles. Uh-oh. Okay. If this hill's quite long and it's getting steeper, I wonder if we're at risk from stopping. Wonder what speed we're going to be doing at the top. 14 miles an hour. So the rear of the train wouldn't have got to the steeper bit yet. The only metric thing the Americans do is the gradients. I'm flat out. I'm in 8. miles an hour. If this thing comes to a stop, I didn't do the training on how to do a hill start. I got wheel slip. A little bit of sand. Potentially, if I've got wheel slip. One of these is sand. That speed is dropping. Reduced to 4 or 5. Really? That seems really counterintuitive. I don't know. We're picking back up again. 9.2. .3. No, we're okay. 9.4. Oh, we're fine. Imagine how much fuel these things are burning. 7 engines, all at full chat. The wonder we're pulling oil behind us. We've probably got a pipe. Just in. They'll get there. Like, hang on a minute. Why are half these things empty? Well, we used a bit more on the way than we thought. Oh, there's a lot of money in that there oil. Well, especially at the current prices. I filled the car up this morning. Bloody hell. And it's come down by 20p a litre. Is there a gauge? What, for fuel? Yeah. 4,825 gallons. 24 gallons. How long before it goes to 23? Wow, so it's using a gallon of fuel about every 20 seconds? So 3 gallons a minute of fuel? Seems efficient. Exactly. Wow. Can't even see the back of the train. I wonder if I go to the back view now, which you won't like. Come on. Oh, it didn't like that. Yeah, can't even see the front. Okay, let's see how long this thing is. I hope someone did start counting them. Oh, I see. It says less trains on the console versions. Oh, okay. That's it's quite long. I'm not counting. Hopefully someone is. You gave up. I was relying on someone counting them so we knew how many there was. I'm not doing it again. Imagine if you got your gloves in the rear cab. I'd just buy new gloves. Oh, I think I can see the engines up ahead now. Okay. Ow. I bounced off a bridge. Passing train was 50. Oh, so you counted that. Right, so the hill's reduced. 83 plus 7 locos. Wow. That's impressive. I know it's not all about the length, but that's, you know, that's definitely impressive. Yeah, not to me. It's the same thing as when you see a pacer. Oh, look how cute it is. Jelly baby insertion active. Indeed. I got an anti-bell. Thank you. I got a reward for using the bell. If you've just joined, I've got a competition running currently for those watching on Twitch live anyway. Why is that truck floating in the air? Where you can win one of 2 copies of Train Sim World 3. Is all you've got to do is post a screenshot of a train in a game that you've taken in snow. Post that in the competition section of the Discord server. I'll announce the winners at 6. Well, on the stream. Competition ends at 6 p.m. next Wednesday. I'll announce winners on the stream on Wednesday night. As simple as that. Some brilliant entries for the competition that just ended, where you had to post a train at sunrise or sunset. So hopefully we get a few more entries for the snowy one. Right, 2.1% gradient going uphill. We've got 27 miles still to go to when we stop. So yeah, double train sim on Wednesday. Going to do some train sim classic at lunchtime. And some train sim World 3 in the evening, where I'm going to be doing Victoria to Reigate and back again. Don't know yet what I'm going to do in Train Sim Classic. But tonight, back with some Wreckfest. Tomorrow lunchtime, back with some farming. Starting a big project on our multiplayer farm. For people that haven't won, they have to submit a new picture. Well, the current pictures aren't in snow, are they? Yeah, so tomorrow lunchtime farming, tomorrow night more farming. I might do something on Monday, but if not, back on Tuesday evening with potentially something new. Say double train sim on Wednesday, and then some more stuff to come next week. Victoria Sponge to run, or Victoria Sponge. I might have my Jamaican ginger cake today and some custard, as it's a Saturday. Yeah, those cars are definitely doing the floaty thing, aren't they? I think I need to work on the distance between the road and the vehicles. Levitating cars. Oh, cold custard. Oh, yeah. This is quite a chill journey. The high-speed one we did was quite chill because I just sat there full throttle and didn't really do much. Spotted Dick. There we go. And this is quite chill as well because I'm just sat at full throttle as well. .12 miles an hour. I did wonder when I saw like 30 miles. Is that it? Yeah, I can see why it's going to take an hour and 50 minutes. Had my hair cut this morning, and it's very short on top now. It's like, okay. Spotted Dick, where was he? Oh, jeez, really? What do I expect? Well, I'd said short on top, but it was like quite short on top. It doesn't go longer after I get a cut, no. I wasn't happy as well. I was the second one. I didn't get there till like 4 minutes past 8. I was the second person in. Last time I was first. I said, damn it, I'm second. And when the guy in front of me left, he said, yeah, he was waiting outside at 7:45. So that's far too keen. I normally get here about 8. I'm not ginger. I'm now a very short-haired weirdo. I've got to turn my bell off again. Thank you. So yeah, if you just joined, we're on the Cajon Pass. Flat out in a train with 7 locos and 83 carriages. 2.2 gradient. I don't have a B on my keypad. No, I don't. There's no B. There's no number past 7. I got F1 to F5. Escape, tab, shift, control, Q, W, E, R, P, A, S, D, F. Hang on, no, there is a B. There is a B. It's hidden there next to F. Where you'd expect G to be, it's not, it's B. Yeah, so I have got a B. Well, the fact the top row goes Q, W, E, R, P, A, S, D, F, B, and then there's a special button and an out and a space bar. It's a very special gaming keypad. A special button. Yeah, you can map it to do anything. For a very, very special. That's got some length to it, isn't it? That's definitely got some length. still going uphill. Why is that truck? Hey, I'm sure I saw a stopped truck just then. How you doing? Not very talkative, is he? What am I doing here? Anything? Nothing. Map not available. Why not? Horn sequencer. Hang on, I've got to try that. And we stop the bell. What's a horn sequencer? Oh, nothing. Oh. Okay. The alerter, look down there. Sand, okay. You can't blame you, you're entirely innocent. Really? It does have a nice clicky sound though. How much fuel have we got? How much fuel have we used? 4,782. I can't remember what it was on before. Hopefully, I think we got enough fuel, but you know. Those cars are definitely floaty. The horn sequencer usually does a long, short, long, short, short, long, 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 short, short, short. Okay, good. Good to know. 4823. Is Crispy trying to count again? That's not the order, Crispy. The fuel thingy. It's on 4779 now. He's using my keypad. It's a great keypad. "26 miles to go." If this was in normal, you know, normal high-speed train sim, we'd be thinking 26 miles. Yeah, won't be long then. I'll put an 8 in you. Hang on, that sounded wrong. I amaze myself sometimes. It's great having 6 toes on each hand. I can count 2 more. Indeed. If I take my shoes and socks off and I happen to be in the shower, I can count to 20 and a half. Because you wouldn't keep your shoes and socks on in the shower, obviously. It's supposed to be quite easy for the train drivers in this, isn't it? Because you've only got to keep out for hazards and make sure that everything's okay. It does save on washing powder. Who uses washing powder? The little liquidy tabby things you chuck in. Quite misty up ahead as well. Probably dark when we get there. What's the time? 10:27. Oh, we have I got the triple things with 3 things in. That's the excuse for having bags of white powder around. I just buy whatever's on offer. Yeah, they're on offer, that'll do. You used to make washing powder. Well, there's a career. Someone's got to make it, I suppose. All these things you buy in the supermarket, someone has to make that. It's just snow. It would melt, wouldn't it? You really haven't had enough sleep, have you, Crispy? Keep it in the fridge. And it still melt because it's snow. It's your dandruff collection. And here's the dandruff from May of 1953. Yeah, it does look a bit interesting ahead. God, that's the last thing we want is wet tracks. We don't want to lose traction anymore. It's good to have a hobby. It is. $55-mile-an-hour speed limit, and we're doing 10. I opened my window, didn't I? No, I opened my window. Window's open. Oh, yeah, it does look at it. It could be rain, actually. So you reckon I go back to 7? Hang on then. Yeah, exactly. No, there's no brakes on. Automatic brakes released. Independent brakes released. Dynamic brake is off. No, we're all good. Yeah, I'm now losing speed. Handbrake? Is there a handbrake? I realised I got a bell button here as well. Horn, bell, horn sequencer, and alerter. Don't do anything. You think this needs more locos? You may have caused me problems. I can see me just slowly coming to a stop. Oh, hang on, 8 point... Oh no, we're getting slower. 8.8 now. $83 cars, 7 locos, and we can't get up a hill. That's the Americans for you, isn't it? 4,400 horsepower trains. You ever have 7 of them? Nope. I bet you hook up a Deltic to the front of this, it'll put it up here with no problem. Is there a DPU cutting switch somewhere? I don't know. There's a switch down there that's down, that's annoying me. Turn the gauge lights on. What are these switches? Emergency lights, attendant call, window heater. There's switches. Yeah, but we're putting 83 carriages full of oil. Yeah, I should imagine the actual cars are probably heavier, aren't they? So that's what adds to the problem. Is their gauge the same as ours? Are they running on the same gauge of track? You don't reckon the rear engines are doing much? The slackers are all sat playing cards. Are we still moving? Yeah, he's alright up front. Engineering person over there don't really do much either, is he? Oh, they are on the same gauge as ours. Okay. That's probably why we end up with a load of... Are they Canadian built? The Freightliners, aren't they? The ones that we got over here. freight trains. They're based in Wyoming. Yeah, it was close. I hope this hill stops being a a hill soon. Definitely shouldn't have come off the power. I think I'd have probably maintained that 10 miles an hour if it hadn't come off. Freight trains by Freightliner. I thought they were trucks. I'm sure it's Freightliner. I'm sure I've seen those on freight trains coming through here. I have an idea to help with speed, go the other way there. So if I turn around and go the other way, I'll just go round the world and end up back where I started. You have scolded yourself as a punishment. Whatever you do in the comfort of your own room, it's entirely down to you, really. I think Freightliner's a train operator. Ah, okay. That would make sense. Which is unusual for something I've said, so that's probably right. 7.1. Oh, I really hope this hill ends soon. Because if this thing comes to a stop and I have to get it going again, considering I didn't do the hill start training, I think it's pretty much put the thingy brake on, the independent brake on, wang it into the go thing, and then take the independent brake off. Are they electric? No, diesels. We got Matalan here that sits right next to the main train track that runs through, and occasionally there's freight trains that sit there just waiting for red lights. I'm guessing they only go when all the passenger traffic comes, which is the opposite to America, isn't it? The freight traffic takes priority over passenger traffic. Is the sand still sanding? I'm going to say no. Turn lead axle sand on. .6. Does it look like a chubby face? Sorry, what now? No, stop looking in the mirror, Crispy. .5. We're gonna come to a stop. It's just a case of when. Oh, I want this hill to just stop being a hill. It's quite a steep gradient, really, isn't it? 2.2. What's the Licky incline? What's the gradient on that? Oh, this is quite a long incline, though, isn't it? 2.65. Okay, so that's deeper. Oh, it's getting slower. 6.2. I reckon Jeff Capes could pull this faster. Is he still alive? He's getting on a bit now, isn't he? I wonder what he looks like now. I bet he's not all muscular now. The fact we've still got 25 miles to go, we've only done 5 miles. Well, obviously he hasn't got the original budgies, you know. Yeah, I reckon we've done 5 miles in what, 50 minutes? He may have stuffed on a shelf. If someone dies, stuff it and mount it. 6.1. I really hope we don't come to a stop, because there's no way this thing's going to get going again. If we can't maintain a speed uphill, there is no way we would get this going. End of the train's just disappearing off into the distance. Come on, we just want it to level out just a little tiny bit. That's what we need. Not a lot. A little tiny bit. Yeah, if you are new to the stream, I am running a competition currently in the Discord server where you can win one of 2 copies of Train Sim World 3 on Steam. Is all you got to do to enter is take a screenshot of a train in a game in snow. Simple as that. Best looking screenshot or 2 screenshots will win. I'll announce the winner on the stream on Wednesday. Competition will end at 6 p.m. On Wednesday. Just finished one where people had to take screenshots of a train at either sunrise or sunset. There's some really good entries and a couple of really good winners, so looking forward to seeing some entries. Yeah, only 1 screenshot per person, so obviously anyone entered last time but didn't win, more than welcome to enter again. We haven't lost any more speed. We're maintaining a whopping 6.1 miles an hour. I know what you meant. I don't want it to drop. If that goes to 6.2, we're in with a fighting chance. If it goes to 6, we're doomed. Although we've got a corner coming up. Does that mean it's going to get a bit flatter around there? What we don't want now as well is the green light we got coming up in 2,300 feet. We don't want that being like amber. Imagine if we had to come to a stop at a light. Isn't doomed the usual state round here? Probably is, actually. Although currently I'm in an undoomed mood. Someone at work questioned me yesterday. He said, "Why are you in a good mood?" He said, "You look like the end of the world was coming on Wednesday. You look in a good mood today." I said, "The end of the world was coming on Wednesday. I am in a good mood today." Final day before a week off work. Anyone's going to be in a good mood. Oh, come on, 6.2. Come on. Are we going to see 6.3? Is it going to happen? It could be the track was a tad damp, and that some fool told me to knock it back to 7 to see what happened. A little bit of that as well. Oh, 6.3. You haven't ruined it at all. Artful. It'd have actually been quite. Honestly, I wouldn't have got frustrated by it. I don't do that. It's, you know, it was my choice to follow your recommendation. If we'd have come to a stop, we'd have come to a stop. I would have had to try and get the thing going again. I'm not. You haven't ruined anything. That's a long one coming the other way. Yeah, but he's going downhill, isn't he? Oh, 6.5. You okay? How you doing? What? Don't look at me like that. It's not my fault, it's our fault. He told me to knock it back a notch. Just don't look at me like that. Just because you're going to be late home now. Why would you? Okay. I'll just sit here in this little jump seat. Oh, that had a squeak to it. Okay, that was quite impressive. Yeah. What about this one? Have I seen this one? So that down here would be a toilet, I'm guessing. Like the scene from Titanic. Not that I've ever seen the film, but you know.
Oh, yeah.
Who was that? Afe. Thank you very much for the follow. That will slow the train down now. That slow moving air coming in. Indeed. 6.8. We've still got 24 miles to go. I do hope it's not all uphill. We've got a 40 limit. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks. Am I watching tomorrow? I forgot what it is. Something. Tom! You tried to get a job as a railway conductor. They didn't think I had enough training. That was bad. That was definitely bad. Oh, Boiling Point tomorrow. I think it's a film about a kettle. Could be wrong. .69, I mean 6.9. Come on, we just want to get back up. You know, I thought 10 miles an hour was slow until we got to 6.1. Oh, 7. Oh, hang on, gradient's dropping, look. 2% now. How does a train avoid detection? It covers its tracks. I would say we missed you, Tom, but... well, I'd be lying if I did that, really. Come on. Can we get back up? Can we get to, like, over 10 miles an hour? Are we starting from the south of the map? I don't know. We started at a place or stopping at a place? Heading towards Los Angeles. .3. I didn't know it was uphill, did I? Otherwise I would have done it the other way around. I just thought hour and 50 minutes. Perfect. I would say press the 9 key, but my special gaming keypad doesn't have that. Doesn't have an 8 either. You see your name being mentioned in vain. And you're surprised by that? .7. I am slightly panicking about fuel, but we should be fine. 4,000. Oh, we're fine. 4,724 gallons. I think it'll be all right. Who won the competition and what's the new one? You missed the winners. I will post their names in the Discord after the stream. I announced them about an hour ago. Rather than 9, why don't you press the 3 key 3 times? 1, 2, 3. Didn't seem to achieve much. I think your idea worked.
Oh, yeah.
I have 0.2, not as steep. I know. Speed is coming up. 3 threes is 9. They are indeed. Hi, VIP3 RNB. There's a guy I know who has been a big fan of monorails since he was little. I guess he's just into one-liners. Really? And thanks for the follow. By the way, I do know what he was trying to spell. No, it's not Viper. Your name is VIP3R capital N capital B. See, it's you. If you're seeing that as Viper, you've got really dodgy keyboard. If you typed in Viper and that came up and you went, yeah, that looks fine. I know how difficult it must be to try and get a name on Twitch currently. I set mine up, what, 7 years ago now. And even then I couldn't get the one I wanted. It was one of my special keypads. Hey, we're at 9.8 miles an hour, look. Are we going to get into double figures soon? 9.9. .10 miles an hour. Woohoo! We're back to where we were like about 20 minutes ago before some fool told me to slow down. Right, 2% grade. Are we going to carry on doing the increasing in the speed? It's a very heavy train. 83 carriages. 7 engines. We got 4 at the front, and when it loads, 3 at the back. And yeah, 83 of the carriages in between the front and the back. So quite heavy. You deserve a blame command. We've only been in one street. So yeah, more Train Sim World 3 on Wednesday this week, as well as Train Sim Classic. So Railway Wednesday. This Train Sim Classic at lunchtime. And then some Train Sim World 3 on Wednesday night. We'll announce the winner of the next competition, or winners of the next competition. To enter, is all you've got to do is post a screenshot from a train in a game that you've taken of a train in snow. Best looking screenshot will win, or screenshots will win. Competition ends at 6 PM on Wednesday. I'll announce the winner on the stream and then post the winner's details in the Discord after the stream. We may have completed this scenario by Wednesday. Well, yeah, I'm streaming again in 5 hours time, so hopefully we do. I wanted to put together this list of funny train puns a while ago, but I kept getting sidetracked. Really? It's bad enough we've got Overland. Now Tom comes back. We've still got 24 miles to go. Oh, grade's dropping though, 1.9 now. You're writing these down. Oh God. I will be getting the new construction sim, hopefully before release as well. So I've been informed. The cops are investigating the recent theft of a train. They suspected the culprit had a locomotive. Or locomotive. It just gets worse. Yeah, I think coming down the hill would have been a lot harder, because of having to then just keep it on the brakes. I would have ended up with a runaway train. And I'm sure I would have derailed. At least this, you know, we got no hope of ever hitting the speed limit. So yeah, tonight back with some Wreckfest at 6:30. Tomorrow, double farming, some farming at lunchtime, and then back again tomorrow night for some more farming. Probably won't be a stream on Monday, but back on Tuesday evening with something new, hopefully. Wednesday will be double trains. Train Sim Classic at lunchtime, Train Sim World 3 in the evening. Thursday, might do some flight on Thursday night. Friday night then is going to be something multiplayer. And next Saturday, lunchtime, more Train Sim World 3. Next Saturday night, ETS 2, where we've got a convoy planned. And then next Sunday, if the Monday after is going to be bank holiday, then we'll do 2 streams on the Sunday as well. So lots of streams coming up in the next week. I may even chuck an additional couple of early morning farming streams in there as well. So lots of things over the next week, because quite frankly I've got a week off and I've got something planned for Monday morning and something planned for Tuesday, and that's it. The speed is off the scale. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? 11 miles an hour. This is probably the fastest we've been for the last hour. Oh, 12. As I said, I'm not going to hide the fact that I'm not normally a fan of American freight. This is quite chilled. It's not something I would do again, but it's quite chilled. You used to eat the red bulbs from the red railway lights. Doctor told me to stop, as it was a warning sign of things to come. Oh dear. Smiley Tom, everybody. Oh, that was artful. That was a Smiley Tom level of bad, and it was actually artful. You had to compete with Tom. Right, is that going to level out a bit up there? It almost looks like it is. Unless, of course, I wonder, are we going back that way? I wonder if there's going to be some sort of curve down there and we're going to be going back that way. Or do we go round that corner in the distance? Are we still got doing the sander thing? Yeah, turn the sander off. You think that section of the track is Union Pacific? Oh, okay. We are going over there though, so I'm guessing we just follow it around somewhere along that. It almost doesn't look though that there's any room to go through this valley up here. Guess we'll find out in about 3 hours when we get there. The troll that lives under my local railway bridge really is my arch enemy. Uh-huh. Smiley Tom, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to get above 12 miles an hour. I'm guessing we're not now until the gradient drops down. Oh, there is. Can someone try it? I don't know if it works. There is the really emoji. It should be in and working. I put it in last weekend. No, it's not exclamation mark really, it's an emoji. So it's the Steve C thing really. That's the one. So if someone has got a bad joke, see, you can go, really? It's all uphill until you get about 12 miles out, then it's downhill. Oh, Jesus, that's definitely not going to... Hang on, so we've got another 12 miles of uphill. It's taken us an hour, well, over an hour and a quarter to do 6 miles. It's only supposed to be an hour and 50 minute scenario. I've got my masseur coming at 2:30. I haven't. Well, gradient is dropping though. Downhill takes 3 minutes. She's been there the whole time. Waiting impatiently. Her name's Fred. She's a hairy girl. Never had a massage. One of many things in life. Best thing about US freight routes is they're not timed. Good thing, really. I couldn't really do a lot about this, could I? I see. We go up there and then turn left. We must turn right again then. Good thing is, I suppose, if you're a driver of one of these things, you do your shift, you end, you're only about a 20-minute drive back to your house. Yeah, I've just finished work, I've got the other end, I'll be home in 20 minutes. Get in the car, get on the highway, 20 minutes later you're back home. Taking you all day to get there in a train. We've got to get a bit more speed. Surely we've got to get some more speed. It's very well done. It's still better than the TGV French thing. Yeah, the thing is, if something ran across the tracks, or you'd never stop the thing, would you? There was so much momentum behind. So another train track up there. You got so much momentum behind you. I said, is something I am doing next year is going to the States and doing one of the Amtrak trips. So I should be used to just trundling along slowly, looking out of a window. Thing is, at this sort of speeds, you'd see what you're going to hit. It'd come at you really slowly, and there's not a lot you can do about it. Cheers, Viper. Thanks for the follow.
Yeah.
And Lakers. Thanks for the follow as well. Gradients pick back up again now, so our speed's going to drop back down again now. From a controlling the train point of view, this is actually just quite an easy scenario. We had to judge the speed a little tiny bit as we came out from where we pulled off from, and then just flat out. Just took Atlas Junior for a walk. Is that his actual birth name? I don't know where Blazing Saddles was filmed actually. It'd be somewhere like this, wouldn't it? Expect to see the speed higher than before when I was coming back, which seems the same. No, there was an increase and then a decrease again. It's a limit 45. It is. The most we can do is 11. Yeah, tonight back with some Wreckfest. Last night was awesome. We had 10 of us at one point doing golf, which was brilliant. I think that's the most we've had in any multiplayer game for a long time. And I think we got 6 of us at the moment signed up for Wreckfest later. So looking forward to that. 3 tracks. It is 3 tracks. And another one up there. It is entirely Artful's fault. He said, what happens if you take it back down to 7? Went back down to 7. We lost speed. It's fine, we got some multiplayer stuff coming up this week. I'm sure there'll be some farming. Going to do something Friday night. I really want to do some either Day of Infamy or some truck racing or something like that Friday night. Next Saturday night is going to be some American, some ETS2. Thursday night, going to do some flight. Thursday night flight in the Mississippi. And then next Sunday, if Monday is a bank holiday, next Sunday then will be double stream again. Another train coming the other way. Gradient's dropped to 1.9. If it continues to drop, we should pick up some speed. Is there a marker in the cab? You could try writing 9 over the notch. I could try that. Oh, I'll go back to a 2.1 grade again. This is one heck of a hill, isn't it? I can't see how in about 20 minutes we're going to do another 23 miles. We've done 7 miles and we've been doing this scenario. I don't know, I can't remember what time. Hang on, it would show us, wouldn't it? Hang on. 9:47. So we've been doing this an hour and 23 minutes. And it's an hour and 50 minute scenario. So we've got 27 minutes to do 23 miles. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, yeah, this in a Days of Steam would be really cool. Well, now they've done Steam well in this, I think we'll see more Steam. I think we'll see more iconic Steam trains and iconic routes. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's... I could have probably gone quicker. If I hadn't just gone straight to full power, if I'd have built the speed up in, oh god, the big boy is fantastic. Things like I can't risk, once it levels out, I think we'll be fine, but there's no way we can do 23 miles in 27 minutes. It means we've got to do 60 miles an hour. I don't think that's going to happen. It started off being like what was going to be a 2-hour stream to maybe 2.5 hours. I think it's going to be more than that. So I'm really looking forward to going to the Railway Museum in York, as we're doing in December. I've been around before it was Steam, I used to go around the Railway Museum here a lot in Swindon. I'm not a train geek, but I love engineering, and just seeing a steam train from an engineering point of view, it's really, really cool. Why is there number 66 on that hill over there? Well, no, I find that stuff interesting overland. Like at the beginning of this, the guy that did the tutorial thing, brilliant. He not only explained what you've got to do, but explained why you were doing it. And I really, really like that kind of stuff. You know, the engineering behind Tower Bridge, for example, you know, how that opens, how it operates, the engineering behind a steam train, the engineering and how the internal combustion engine works. I find all that stuff really fascinating. Hang on, the hill's getting steeper. Oh no, it's not. We're okay. We went up to 2.3. American version of the White Horse. Oh, okay. Got one of those near me. Hi, SP Farmer. Tomorrow. You're about 24 hours too early for the farming streams. Speed limit's dropped to 35. Oh no, I better slow down. Oh, wait. Double farming streams tomorrow and potentially next Sunday as well if it's a bank holiday on the Monday. Oh, hang on, 1.8. Okay, the gradient's dropping. Are we going to get a burst of speed? I think the quickest we've been was about 23, 24 miles an hour so far. I think he did miss the D key there. It's close. You know, it's next to it and everything. You may have started downloading of the MSFS. We were going to do TBM for the next leg in our America trip, but I think we'll just go back to 172 because it's easy. Oh, awesome, SB. Yeah, I really like engineering. I like watching engineering YouTube stuff. Yeah, Guy Martin. His shows are really, really good. Yeah, we have to relook at the destination then, Crispy. Same start point as we were going to do, but different end point. Yeah. No, I love the 172. We'll do the 172. Well, I said yesterday, that's why the Bad Obsession Motorsport, if anybody's watched them on YouTube, that's why I love their Project Binky series. Not only are they trying to get the engine, gearbox and running gear from a Toyota Celica GT4 into a Mini, it's the engineering that goes behind it and all the problems they have to overcome with manufacturing stuff and reconfiguring stuff, and the fact that there's humour in it as well. I love stuff like that. Engineering, but an interesting way of explaining engineering. Yes, Shorty, that's fine. Right, 2.1 gradient. We've still got 23 miles to go. We've done 7 miles in an hour and a half, which isn't exactly rapid. Well, there's company literally round the corner from me, Swindon Engineering. They've done an electric Mini, and they do electric units to go into other cars. Come on, 12 miles an hour. We can go quicker than this. I did buy the Ultimate Deluxe Edition, yes. Hi, Chris. Well, I've been saying this, and there are a few advocates out there that also say the same. Electric cars are not the future. Hydrogen is the future. Once we can get a way of being able to manufacture hydrogen easier, store it safer, hydrogen is where it's going to be. Because you can go to a hydrogen refuel station, fill it up in the same amount of time as you currently go to for filling up with fuel, and off you go. No, Artful, didn't see that. But yeah, hydrogen is definitely the future. I've got no plans to move away from a combustion engine. I have been looking at like a light hybrid. I've been looking at a Fiesta. But yeah, electric isn't the future. Can we have helium powered cars? Right, grade's dropping 2%. What's wrong with a horse? They do produce methane. You could have a large dog. Come on, let's get above 12 miles an hour. We know we want to do it. You can then sell the methane. What do you do? Just shove a hose pipe up there and attach a balloon to the end of it or something? Hey, you can't beat a good blow, Artful. Just round this corner, the grade drops off, someone said. Uh-huh. We still appear to be going in the upwards direction. Uh-oh, speed's dropping. And gradient's increasing. No, we're okay. Gradient's saying at 2.2. We want the gradient to drop. It's got to be around this bend, isn't it? It's got to just, you know, there'll be just a flat. It would just be downhill. Get a longer stream out of it, I guess. Time did we start? 9:47. This journey started. That was supposed to be 1 hour and 50 minutes. So we've been going 1 hour and 35 minutes. So in 15 minutes we should be at the other end, which is 22 miles away. Don't think we're going to be there on time somehow. Could be wrong. Miles an hour, 2.1 gradient. Oh God. Are we going to have a level crossing? We are. Imagine these poor people. Oh, lovely place to park your motorhome. Oh, sit here, dear. Lovely view. Is there like a hot dog salesman there? What? Why have we got a hot dog vendor at a random lay-by at the side of a train track in the middle of nowhere? What? He's not going to sell that many, is he? Unless he's relying on the fact that this is quite busy and people will be sat there waiting for the train. Well, here they go. While you're waiting. A hot dog? Hot dog. Oh, 2% now. Come on, round this bend. If you want a burst of the speedy stuff. That's where we go round this bend now and see more uphill. It looks like more uphill. Those poor people. Hang on, I'm going to get a loading screen. Right, let's see when the back, oh, it's raining now. Let's see when the back of the train gets to that hot dog person then. It's going to be a while, I think. I've just been sat at a level crossing. Oh, train's coming. Train's still coming. Train's still coming. It's still there. Still a train. Considerably richer. The fact that the poor guy's had to drag his hot dog stand there. Oh, unless, hang on. Unless the hot dog guy lives in the motorhome. Ah, see, he can keep his produce in there. And then when he knows a train's coming, just sets up quickly, hoping traffic comes past. You'd think you'd pick a busier intersection though, wouldn't you? And it is a pretty long train. 83 carriages, 7 engines. We got wheel slip at the front. Uh-oh. 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 Hang on. Bear with me, caller. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, crap. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, all of the brakes. Okay. Here, have another hot dog. Right. The fact that we're still flat out. Where's the... Come on. Come on. Just stop sliding backwards and go in the forwards type. So obviously the rain has affected things. I'm just getting wheel slip. Yeah, 20,000 horsepower and no movement. Yeah, I pressed the, whatever it is, up here. Banking comms are on. Yeah. There's definitely some rearward sliding going on. Right. Let's try that again. Come on. Right, if I bring the power back down. Get on, push. I think this grade would have been bad enough if it wasn't for the rain now. Yeah, you just can't get grip. Come on, do the stopping thing. Stop. Alright, stopped. Okay. Automatic brake off. Slowly release the game hadn't froze. Don't freeze there, game. Oh, come on, really? Oh, hang on, there we go, here we go, here we go. That took a long time to unfreeze. I just don't think it's gonna... It's only going backwards. I don't think we're gonna do this. I can't even stop it with the full... Come on, stop. We're just sliding. We are literally just sliding. Right. We've stopped. Okay, I'm going to go at 6. Release that brake. Lead axle sand is on. No, backwards. Come on. All of the beans. Come on. Can you put a sander on the rear loco? Everything links from the front one. We're just not going to go anywhere. Slide all the way back to the yard and start again. Thing is, it's such a big incline. It's not like I could just say, yeah, we could reverse round the corner and give it another go. The rain isn't helping. If it wasn't for the rain, I think we'd have been fine. But all of a sudden the rain came down, which made the track slippery. And we are just slowly sliding backwards. It's just not going to do it. We just can't get traction because of the snow. Snow? Because of the rain. Right, okay. Hill start tutorial might come in handy. Well, I know it would have been about releasing the brakes. But I don't think that would have catered for this much weight, this much grade, and rain. Could be a special button. The hot dog guy's raking it in. I don't know. It doesn't look like we're going to make it to the end, does it? We've still got 20. We've done 9 miles in an hour and 50 minutes. We've still got wheel slip. Let half the train back down and we continue. What, you reckon just detach the wagons? Just leave some here? Hang on, we have forward momentum then. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, it was just taking the slack. Okay, right. I reckon for our own safety, I reckon we need to do a thing. Is it going to let me detach the engines? I bet it's not. Okay. Bet it won't let me. Oh. No, it won't let me uncouple. Hang on. Coupler released. Nothing to see there. Nothing at all to see there. I wonder if they'll just roll back now. Is it this loco? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh, climb up the... Climb! Stop! Get up the steps! Get up the... Okay. Oh, where's the other get in there? Right. So, if we do that, come on. Right, onwards. We just won't look out the back and no one will know. That hot dog vendor's going to be making an absolute fortune parked there. Right, so how long do we have to go before that gradient dropped down? That's going to be the key thing. I think if it wasn't for the fact it was raining, we might have been okay. .9. Yeah, it's not a small install. Well, you've got till Thursday, Shorty. But you might want to work out how to fly a plane between now and then. There you go. From here, it's like that. Nothing's wrong. It's all good. So it's still going uphill though. Yeah, I think this would have been in summer. It would have been absolutely fine. Oh God, don't derail. And it's still 2.1%, oh no, 1.9% gradient. I love the fact that the weather is dynamic, but the fact that I've said I'm going to keep it on dynamic, the streams for the next few months are certainly going to be interesting. Yeah, where are the wiper controls? Heater. Getting a bit hot, cold rather. Turn the window heater on. I thought that was almost right up here. Hang on. Wiper speed. Light. Okay. Well, that works well, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. Blimey, we've still got 20 miles to go. And we're still climbing at 2%. It's fine. If you keep the angle like that, see, you can't, there you go. Can't, see, it's fine. Nothing wrong here. Perfectly fine. Still some interesting wipers. They just leave this little like smiley face in the front. We've got a 30 limit coming up now. We're getting slower. We're never going to get there, are we? I did quite like the fact that it was struggling up that hill, and I would have kept actually saying that. How much longer would it have taken? We haven't even covered a mile. Oh yeah, the guy in the train behind me. Say, hot dog vendor, loving it. So the scenario that was supposed to be an hour and 50 minutes of a 30-mile journey, we started 2 hours ago and we've got 20 miles to go. So at those speeds, this could have been a 6-hour scenario. Well, yeah, it's going to take a while, especially if the speed doesn't come up. I can't believe we haven't done a mile since, you know, at 30 miles an hour, we should be doing a mile in 2 minutes. Well, it's been more than 2 minutes since we uncoupled. Why isn't it showing we've got any closer? Oh, there we go, 19 miles. And we're still climbing. Have I gone the wrong way? You can't go the wrong way. No, it's not Bergen then. I don't even think we'll make it to the end based on these speeds. I think in this it's as the crow flies. It's not by distance markers. So it's not the distance of the track, it's the distance as the crow flies. So if we're going round and round in circles, we're not going to get much closer to it. And we're still climbing though. We've been climbing since we left the start. There's no way we would have got up here in the rain. Imagine doing this in snow. I could look at the map, I suppose, couldn't I? Where are we? There? Is that us? Where are we? Oh, there we are. Is that us? Or is that in the middle of the map? I don't really know. Is that us? If that's us, and we started down here, we've got all of that to go. Hang on, or is that us? No, that's us then. Here. Little person thing, isn't it? It's got to be us. So yeah, so we started down here. Well, we're a third of the way through, aren't we, distance-wise? That would make sense. So that's where we came out of. That's the summit. So we're probably near the summit. Yeah, the dot's where we're going to then. Blimey. So we've got to be somewhere near the summit then. It's definitely a long scenario. I don't even think without the rain it would have been doable in an hour and 50 minutes, which is great to get a long scenario in Trains in World 3, but I don't know how you could do it. For what the fact it was so long, I'd be intrigued to try it again in like summer to see if you could actually do it in the time. Because would you still been able to pull that load at this speed up this hill? I don't think you would have been. There's no way you could have done line speed. So I reckon that hour and 50 minutes is based on doing line speed. But surely the people that do these scenarios and work them out must actually play them. Yeah, but it's still on a 2.2% gradient going up. This thing's just been a one uphill hill. Uphill was an uphill down. No. For the whole time. Unless it's the way I accelerated at the beginning, that I didn't go flat out in every gear. So I should have built the speed up slowly, which means I wouldn't have been doing 10 miles an hour up that hill, I might be doing 20. Which means then when you did come to more of an incline, I wouldn't have lost so much traction. I still think though in the rain, I wouldn't have maintained that traction. I probably won't do the whole of this run because we've still got 18 miles to go. We've been going nearly 2 hours and 40 minutes now. I'm intrigued to find out where the top is though. At what point do we come downhill? Yeah, but don't forget, the rain's only there because of dynamic weather. If I'd have picked summer, then it wouldn't be raining. It is a me issue, yes. Well, I know I'm slightly speeding now. So that means you can blame Overland. Yes, absolutely. Definitely blame Overland. You tried to help, really? Yeah. Give us the exact point when you reckon you tried to help. There's got to be a top to this hill at some point, isn't there? Surely. No, I do not vend hot dogs. Hot dog. Someone did say that the hill was like 12 miles. There's no way we would have got up there. Well, it's one of those things, isn't it? Apparently, people that used to work at the Cadbury's factory in Birmingham, you can eat as much chocolate as you like. But of course, after the first couple of days, you just don't anymore. If the rear locos are radio controlled, won't it be trying to push still? Imagine that the drivers sat in that rear loco going, I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, because yeah, I pressed 3 because the rear of the train is just there, isn't it? I thought, what if it would show me the actual rear of the train? But it doesn't, because we're not. We're just one train. Yeah, for those wondering, we were pulling 83 carriages and we had 7 engines. We came to a hill, stopped, couldn't get going, so the idea was suggested that we just uncouple the carriages and leave them there. So that's what we did. But still going uphill. You know what I'm tempted to do? Because I don't think we're going to make it the whole way. Should we just give it the beans and see what happens? I'm going to take that as a yes. So how long before we derail? And we're still going uphill. Definite performance optimization improvement over Train Sim Mod 2 on console. Yeah, this is better and will get better. I can definitely wholeheartedly recommend this. To anyone that's either had Train Sim World 2 or is toying with getting Train Sim World 3. Oh, there is going to be impending doom. What happens when I hit 88? You built a time machine out of a loco. That would have helped, wouldn't it? In the third film. Ah, it's fine. We just get on the train tracks. We've still got 17 miles to go. Where we're going, we don't need rails. Yeah, I'm going to be doing Victoria to Reigate on Wednesday. Oh, 78 appears to be all she's got. Oh no. Oh god. Yeah, okay, the downhill grade is becoming more of a thing. Well, they're gentle curves, so I don't think we're going to get affected too much by the curves. God, imagine the speed we'd have got to if we'd have got here with the carriages on, because we'd have had all that weight pushing behind us. Can we get this thing to 100 miles an hour?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Boggle, thanks very much for the follow. Welcome to the madness. Don't forget, for those that have just joined, I'm currently running a competition in the Discord server where you can win one of 2 keys that I've got for Train Sim World 3 on Steam. Is all you got to do to enter is post a screenshot from a game that you've taken of a train in snow. Post that in the competition section of the Discord server and I will judge those. Best 2 pictures will win a copy of this on Steam. Competition ends at 6 PM on Wednesday. I'll announce the 2 winners on the Train Sim World 3 stream on Wednesday night. That lean is, oh my god. The fact that the game's stuttering as well doesn't help. Doesn't help. Yeah. I can't see it going much longer. Are those wheels still on the track? Stop lagging, game. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, I'm going double the limit. Yeah, getting airborne in a train is quite a feat. Oh, blimey, this is scary. 119 miles an hour. I think the rain's making it lag more. Some of these routes in Train Sim World 3 aren't that well optimised anyway. $12 miles to go. In theory, that should be 6 minutes. How's the co-driver doing? No, still sat there oblivious. Hang on. Hang on. That's a different... When did the co-driver change? Did he get out? Did the other guy get... Exactly. He wanted a hot dog. 123 miles an hour. He saw the writing on the wall, indeed. If we get a sharp bend, we're done. 10 miles. So, when do you need to start braking? That's the point. We've got to stop this bloody thing. I reckon a couple of miles out, I need to bring that speed down. Or just slam all the brakes on and just see us slide into the buffers at the end. Oh, you reckon I should just go for it? Balls out. Just don't even attempt stopping. Well, it depends on what it is at the end. If it's just a siding, which I'm guessing it's going to be, it will just keep us going, won't it? But the points might derail us. If it's it won't be a station. Oh, bloody hell. $136 miles an hour. This puts the bloody high speed, southeastern high speed to shame. Tonight, by the way, we're back in 4 hours' time with some Wreckfest.
Oh, yeah.
Wreckfest in multiplayer. Flight Sim Studio, you'll be pleased, doing some MSFS on Thursday. Bloody hell. Thursday night, a group flight in MSFS. Tomorrow, we've got double Farm Sim. Farm Sim at lunchtime. And Farm Sim tomorrow night. Yeah, if there's a red after this yellow, it'll end the scenario, won't it? Used to do OMSI, done that for 6 years, gave up on that a month ago. Still got the bus company running just about. Another yellow. But yeah, Farm Sim, ETS2, we did Golf with Friends last night, Wreckfest tonight, Train Sim World on a Saturday, Train Sim Classic on a Wednesday, got some flight coming up, all sorts of stuff. A lot of multiplayer, a couple of single player. Oh my jeez, whoa, there we go. That was... UK time. So 6:30 PM UK time, we'll be doing Wreckfest. Well, that ended quickly, didn't it? Blimey. Where's the nearest hospital? Again. I'm not normally one for doing that sort of stuff in train sim. I know some people do, take trains, just drive flat out and see about derailing. It's not normally something I do, but there was a bit of excitement to that. That's something we may have to do again. Wreckfest is awesome. The 18 plus symbol will be up, as it was last night when we did golfing with idiots. I love the London Underground in this. I will do it. I have got every route available. So we will be working through all of them again in Train Sim World 3. That concludes the ones that you get with Train Sim World 3. I've done the high speed route. I've done the castle to Wurzburg, having just done the Cajon Pass. We will go back round now and do some of the others. I'm really interested with the dynamic weather to now try some in various conditions. And as I said, I'm going to keep dynamic weather on. So the date that I do the stream is the date it will be in game. So over the winter now, we're going to see snow, we're going to see rain, which is going to be really, really cool. So now I'm going to do next time Victoria to Reigate. That's going to be on Wednesday. So Wednesday evening, Train Sim World 3. Wednesday lunchtime, I'm going to do some Train Sim Classic. So 2 lots of trains on Wednesday. Tonight, as I said, back with some Wreckfest. Tomorrow, 2 lots of farming. I'm going to work back through them all. I might actually do them in alphabetical order. I was trying to think of a way of doing them. I might just do them in alphabetical order. Miss out Cane Creek, obviously, and Clinchfield. So I might do Arosa, Boston, Cathcart, East Coast Way, Great Western Express, Haarlem, Hamburg to Lübeck, Munich to Augsburg, Rhine, Isle of Wight. So we just go back through them again in alphabetical order after Wednesday. So yeah, what was I saying? Tomorrow, 2 lots of farming. Potentially nothing on Monday. We'll see. Tuesday, there'll be something in the evening, something in multiplayer. Wednesday will be 2 lots of train sim. Thursday, going to do some group flying in MSFS in the 172. There might be some early morning farming on Thursday as well. Friday night, something fun in multiplayer. Saturday, we got some Train Sim World 3 at lunchtime, ETS2 multiplayer in the evening. So loads of stuff coming up over the next 7 days. So yes, I will end there. Group flight. It will be 6:30 p.m. in the MSFS. We'll put live players on like we did last time, because that just seems to be easier as far as a group flight thing is concerned. We'll post details. Actually, they might be earlier next week because I'm off. And I'll be bored. So they may be a bit earlier starts. I was going to say, yeah, I'll post details in a Discord server. So the advantage now with MSFS, if we're doing live players, anyone can just tag along. But we will post flight details. So that'll be in the 172 in America, because it'll be light. So that's Thursday. So there we go. I will end there. More Train Sim World 3, as I said, back next Wednesday, as well as some Train Sim Classic. I really, really do like this. It is so, so good. Definitely one, if you were toying with getting it and you were unsure, I'd definitely 100% say yes. You should get it. And don't forget, we got that competition running in the Discord server where you can win one of 2 copies that I've got for this on Steam. Is all you've got to do is take a screenshot of a train in a game in snow and post that picture in the competition section of the Discord server, and I will judge those pictures and announce the winner on Wednesday night's Train Sim World 3 stream. So there we go. Thanks to you lot for your company for the last 3 hours. I'll be back with some Wreckfest with some idiots at 6:30 this evening. Thanks to you lot, and thanks to this lot as well. You can probably see trains in MSFS. Thanks to Smiley Tom and Aston for the bits, to Blinky, Crispy, Larwood, Nightbot and Shorty for doing some moderation. Flight Sim Studio, Mr. Boggle, Lakers, Viper, Afe for following, And to Crispy for resubscribing. Thank you very, very much indeed. I will be back with some idiots then for some multiplayer rating in Wreckfest at 6:30 this evening. Until then, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.